Rare earth processing plants. The majority of the stuff is processed in China. It might be mined in the United States. It might be mined in Asia, Australia, New Zealand, South Korea, but most of the processing plants are done in China, which doesn't make very much sense. Well, it doesn't make very much sense because they're very expensive to build the plants, process the raw earth into something. And for the longest time, one of the reasons is down in the United States is very thing. You're putting $250 million into making a magnet. That's it. You're making a magnet, which is used in, or processing these rare earths are used in like solar cells, magnets for industrial. And of course, they're expensive, yes, but they're more expensive if they come from China. So the Department of Defense and the Department of Energy gave companies money to build a processing plants in the United States and no longer have to buy the stuff from China. China doesn't like it much, but yes. Or you're going to build a processing plant in Canada for the rare earths that are being mined up there. No, there's $250 million you have to do the processing. Expensive. They say, oh yeah, you know, breaking the oil ore down to this point, and then processing them into a finished product. But again, you know, China has more experience because they have a bigger military budget. Oh yeah, you know, they saw what they needed and they went out there and did it. Of course, over there, they don't have to worry about that because all the businesses are owned by China. In fact, all the military, the business are owned by China. Of course, the old saying, labor is nothing. Cheap? Oh yeah, cheap. Cheap. And they don't have to be skilled, do they? Nope. They have somebody with a college degree standing over them telling them what to do. As I said, it's easier than planting rice, isn't it? But again, the Americans are, as usual, behind. The Australians are behind. The Europeans are behind. The Russians are even behind. The Russians are you know, they're spending $250 million rubles to make a processing plant so they don't have to buy them from China. But won't China? I don't know. You know, the old saying, charge the Russians what you can. So things will change. But even finding rare earths other places, there's maybe a source in Mexico. You know, South America. Maybe that's why China is very interested in South America, is for the rare earths along the Andes. They don't care about the locals because they can mine the stuff down there and don't have to worry about environmental laws as you do in many countries. Oh, the United States is behind again. Well, that's life.